The sound of pages turning means it's time for another episode from the Meredith Library podcast studio, bringing you the library's latest news, information, and fun.
Good afternoon, Matthew.
Good afternoon, MaryBeth.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to episode 42 of Check It Out here at the Meredith Library podcast studio.
So what are we going to talk about today, MaryBeth?
We have an October schedule of events titled Spooky October at the Meredith Public Library.
Ooh, that sounds fun. Lots of exciting things going on that people are going to want to attend.
We really do. We have a whole calendar of events. Starting on Friday, October 3rd, we have a Halloween-themed crafternoon from 1 to 3.
All right, and they are doing a Halloween cross-stitch.
Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Not really. No, I'm just kidding.
Is it a felt?
No, it's like embroidery.
I'm kind of picturing like needlepoint.
Yeah, that's what, like needlepoint.
Oh, okay.
Maybe we need to sign up for this so we know what we're talking about.
We should.
Well, I know Caitlin will be leading that, and she is taking over Crafternoons. And I'm not sure if maybe she and Erin are doing some together in a transition for a while, but eventually Caitlin will be running the Crafternoon. So I believe this was her first one that she came up with the idea for and found the actual project.
Oh, wonderful. That sounds interesting. On Thursday, October 16th, we'll have an all-ages pumpkin carving party at the library from 3 to 5.
That is going to be so cool. And I know it's little kids with parents and your after-school kids.
Yes, we're going to have that incorporated as part of our after-school teen event when they get dropped off from the bus.
And there is no charge for that. And the library will be providing the pumpkins. Do you want to talk about that?
So, yes, actually, Karen and I are going to Moulton Farm on Thursday morning to pick up a bunch of pumpkins that they will be donating for us.
Oh, that's so wonderful. And they donate those every year, too, by the way.
Yes, they do. Yep. So that's an annual thing. We can't wait to get started on that. We also have on October 18th, which is a Saturday, we have the Saturday movie The Salem Witch Trials from 10:30 to 1:30.
Yes, and that was a two-part when it was on television. It was a CBS television movie starring Kirstie Alley, and I watched it recently to make sure the DVD was in good shape, even though it was brand new. So I always watch them to make sure they're not scratched or skipping or anything, so we know when we're actually showing the public that we know it's going to be a smooth showing. They did an excellent job with it, I would say. It's very historical. You always say like a costume drama. Mm-hmm. So like if people are expecting it to be like some kind of, horror movie, it's not that. It's like the story of the people and how they were involved in the Salem witch trials, how it kind of evolved to the point of that hysteria, and then ultimately how it was resolved. The next Saturday, October 25th at 11 a.m., that's The Crucible, starring Daniel Day-Lewis and Winona Ryder. So it's also a story of the Salem witch trials, but that is specifically the same title, and it comes from the play, the famous play, The Crucible.
This is a fun fact. It was actually filmed in my hometown of Ipswich.
Oh, that is so cool.
Yes.
Do you have any stories from the filming or anything? Were you on set or an extra or anything like that?
I was not an extra, nor was I on set. They've filmed many movies in that town, so it's always, quite a interesting short period of time for the town. They virtually roll in and take over the period time homes and stuff like that.
Are there sightings of the actors like at a local diner or that kind of thing?
I'm
Everyone
sure.
have a story?
I'm sure. Yeah, but not from me. I wish.
All right. And how about after you see this movie or other ones you said are filmed there, do you go and find those exact locations where it was filmed and see, oh my God, so-and-so is standing right here?
I have not, but, something to think about, I suppose.
Something to look forward to.
We could do that. We should mention on October 24th, that's a Friday, Miss Karen will have a children's Halloween costume party. So I think she's going to gather the littles in her room and do a little walk through, like a parade through the library. And that's from 10 a.m. till 11.
Yes. Actually, probably in the function room that day when they have a big special event like that, I would assume.
Oh, okay.
And they do that every year. And the little kids love it because then they get to show off their costumes around the building. anybody who happens to be in here. So
Okay, can't wait.
very popular. Halloween week. We've got something going on every single day. We are starting with Tuesday, the 28th at 6 p.m. We are going to have a Halloween reading courtesy of the Winnipesaukee Playhouse. And anyone who's been to one of the readings before that they've done, such as the Christmas reading or the Veterans Day readings, 4th of July readings, knows we have so many talented actors and actresses here in the Lakes region who willingly come and share their talent and just entertain our audience. And I think it'll be really great. So I don't know the exact play yet. You know, it's perfect. It's a mystery for October.
It is a mystery for October, and it is a great time when they come. They bring such great energy to the library.
Yeah, so we're really looking forward to that. 6 p.m. on Tuesday, October 28th.
Perfect. We should talk about the magic show.
Yes, I'm really looking forward to that. We have Magic Fred, and I bet people recognize that name because he has done things all around the state of New Hampshire, even into Massachusetts and Maine. He gets around, and even in libraries too, specifically, other ones in our area here in the Lakes region. So anyone who has seen one of his shows knows how exciting and how much fun it is.
So that'll be on October 29th. It's a Wednesday. And we will lead off with that for the after-school kids from 4 to 5.
With a magic lesson.
With the lesson.
All right, so let's make sure we specify that for everybody. So the magic show for all ages, so parents and everybody, anybody is welcome to come to that. And no charge, of course. 6 to 7 is the actual magic show. But from 4 to 5 in the afternoon, we have the after-school magic lesson. So your kids will get to have their own special time with Magic Fred where he teaches them some magic.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that will be really cool. And you have a sign up for that, or the sign up is on the website?
The sign up is on the website.
Yes, and so people have to make sure that they do sign up for that. There is no charge to people, but we, of course, are paying for it, and we need to know the exact count of how many people are signing up for that lesson. I think it's going to be really popular, so if you're hearing this now, I would encourage you to sign up for your kids right away. And the lesson is all the way up to age 18. So
Perfect.
It's the normal ages for your after-school program. It's 10 to 18. And even if people do not normally attend the after-school program, they are still welcome to sign up on the website for this magic lesson.
Yes. Sign up, secure your spot in advance.
Yes. All right. Awesome. Then on Thursday, October 30th, we have a New Hampshire Humanities presentation titled The Capital Crime of Witchcraft. As you know, MaryBeth, our New Hampshire Humanities programs are always super popular here. They have great speakers. People love to come out for those. And I'm sure this one will be no exception, 6:30 p.m. And the other part of the title talks about that this is from the primary sources. So this person doing the presentation will be sharing information that comes right out of the trial transcripts and contemporary accounts of the time. So I think that'll be really cool.
That's really interesting. I mean, from a lot of different perspectives, if you think about that, to actually have that transcribed from that actual period, kind of unique for a presentation.
Yes, and we actually have 2 connections to the Salem witch trials here at the Meredith Library. Do you know what those are?
I really don't.
Okay, so one is Erin herself is related to Giles Corey, and he was the one who was pressed under the stones. He refused to give a plea, and they tried to force him to give a plea, either guilty or innocent, by constantly adding more weight on top of him. So he was pressed to death in the stones. And Erin says her actual family motto is more weight, because that's the famous quote from him. And actually that scene is in the Kirstie Alley thing we talked about earlier, of course, the Salem Witch Trials one. Yeah, so that's really cool. And, Erin talks about how she did the genealogy research, because as we know, Erin is highly involved with genealogy and the New Hampshire Genealogical Society. So that's one connection. It's funny, not a lot of people know this, even people who live in Meredith or have lived here their whole lives. Meredith was once called New Salem.
Interesting.
Now, I know it's confusing because we have Salem, right, New Hampshire already, and the southern part of the state. However, people from Salem, Massachusetts did come and settle here, and that's why it was briefly called New Salem. So I always say I'm going to write a novel, and it's going to be, of course, the people who were accused of witchcraft in Salem, Massachusetts were innocent. However, they really escaped and came to Meredith and called it New Salem.
That sounds fascinating. You should totally do that.
I should totally do that. Anyway, so that is October 30th. And then we're still not done. On Halloween, we have
our finale. We have a trick or treat at the library. It's an all-day event from 9 to 5.
Yes, so super important about that because last year we were inundated with trick-or-treaters and it was awesome. We had a great time, but that was mostly in the evening. So we just want to make sure people realize that this year Halloween is a Friday and the library does close at 5 on Fridays. So if you want to come in and show us your costumes and you want to see what group costume we've come up with this year, then you will have to come in before 5 o'clock.
Our group costume is a good one.
It is. So should we tell people what we did last year?
We could, yeah.
All right. Go ahead, because you love Batman, so you should talk about it.
So we all dressed up as the 60s characters of the Batman series.
Mm-hmm.
We had a lot of fun with that. I was the Penguin.
Yeah, so we were the Batman villains.
The villains, yep. And what was your costume?
Bookworm, of course.
The Bookworm, yep. You wore that well.
Thank you.
I thought that was great. And this year, should we reveal it or should we keep it a mystery?
No, I think we should keep it a mystery. But
Okay.
Speaking of mysteries, we can tell them about the year before, though.
The year before, I was not here, but I do have some knowledge about that. And you guys rocked those costumes, by the way.
Yes.
You guys dressed up as the Scooby-Doo characters.
Exactly. I can't believe we can even talk about a time when you weren't here. Seems
Aw,
totally inappropriate.
That's so sweet.
But yes, we did have a lot of fun with that. And it's so crazy. Liz actually was able to track down someone, I think it was a friend of a friend type of thing, that actually had a normal full-size Scooby-Doo mystery van.
Ooh, I missed that.
So we were able to, in our character garb, we were able to stand next to the van and pose. Yes. And if people are really motivated, they can look back and find these pictures out on the Facebook feed.
I'm motivated. I want to see that.
All right, well, that's awesome. I'm really looking forward to October this year here at the library. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yep, as always.
All right, well, thanks, MaryBeth, for sharing this. And
Of course.
thank you to everyone for listening. We'll look forward to being with you again in our next exciting episode.
Goodbye, Matthew.
Bye, MaryBeth. Goodbye, everyone. Podcast music titled Daytime TV Theme by Kevin MacLeod of Incompetech.com. Licensed under Creative Commons by Attribution 4.0.
Podcast copyright 2025. Meredith Library Podcast Studio.